Hey there, and welcome to Study and Prepare with me. I am your guide, and I am so excited you are here. Whether you are a student aiming for top grades, someone preparing for an important exam, or just curious about learning something new, you have come to the right place. On this channel, you will find general knowledge, current affairs, reasoning, English, etc. My goal is to help you study smarter, not harder, so you can achieve your academic goals and still have times for the things you love. Let's dive into today's lesson and start mastering those concepts together. Stages of bills. Introduction of bills. It involves introduction of the bill like provisions of the proposed law accompanied by the statement of object and reason. Private member must give 1 month notice to introduce the bill. After that, it is published in Gazette of India. The introduction of the bill and its publication in the Gazette constitutes the first reading of the bill. Second reading of the bill. In the second reading, principles of the bill are discussed in details, and the Treasury and the opposition members give their views either in support or opposition of the bill. The second reading is divided into two stages. First is consists of a general discussion of the principles of the bills, and second is relates to discussion of clauses, schedules, and amendments. If the bill is referred to the selected committee or joint committee, it is expected to give its report within a specified date. The bill then undergoes under this long discussions clause by clause, and many undergo substantial changes. Third reading of the bill. The third reading is the final reading. It is more or less formal affair. The debate is confined to the acceptance or rejection of the bill. The bill is submitted to the vote of the House and has to be accepted or rejected altogether. Bill in the second house. After the bill has been passed by one house, it is transmitted to the other house. In the case a bill is also passed by the second house or the first house agrees with the amendments made by the second house, the bill is sent to the president of each answer. In case the bill is rejected by the second house or it is kept by the second house within for 6 months without any action, or the first house disagrees with the amendment suggested by the second house, a deadlock is deemed to have been taken place. Assent of the president. After being passed by both houses, the bill is presented to the president. If the president assents to the bill, it becomes an act. If the president withholds his assent, the bill ends. If the president returns the bill for reconsideration and is passed again by both the house, he has to give his answer after the second passage. The budget is contained in Articles 112 to 117. According to Article 112, the President shall, in respect of every financial year, cause to be laid before the both House of Parliament a statement of the estimated receipts and expenditures of the Government of India for that year, in this part referred to as the annual financial statement. It is a statement of the estimated receipts and expenditures, both revenue and capital, of that financial year. The expenditures of the government is classified as charged and made from the Consolidated Fund of India. The general budget is usually presented in the Lok Sabha by the finance ministers on the last working day of February. The general budget is presented with the budget speech by the finance minister. The budget speech has two parts. Part A deals with general economic survey of the country and policy statements. Part B contains tax proposals. At the end of the budget speech in Lok Sabha, the budget is laid in the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha can only discuss the budget after the general discussion. The House is adjourned for the period of a month. During this time, the 24th Standing Committees carry out detailed scrutiny of the budget. Voting on demands for grants takes place in Lok Sabha. The time allocated for the discussion is decided by the Business Advisory Committee headed by the Speaker. After the completion of voting on demands for grants, appropriations bills is introduced. Finance bills includes taxation proposals and introduced with the general budget. It has to be passed within 25 days of its introduction. No amendments can be moved to an amount appropriation bill to vary the amount or alter the destination, which is unlike the financial bill. Consolidated Fund of India, Article 266. It is a fund to which all receipts are credited and all payments are debited. In other words, all revenues received by the Government of India, all loans raised by the government by the issue of treasury bills, loans or ways or means of advance, all money received by the government in repayment of loans from the Consolidated Fund of India. Contingency Fund of India, Article 267. The Constitution authorized the Parliament to establish the Contingency Fund of India. This fund is placed at the disposal of the President. The fund is held by the Finance Secretary on behalf of President. Public Account of India, Article 266(2) provides that all other public monies other than those in the Consolidated Fund of India received by or on behalf of the Government of India or the Government of India or the Government of a state shall be credited to the public account of India or the public account of the state, as the case may be. This account is operated by executive actions and the payments from it do not need parliamentary approval. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you found it helpful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone else who might benefit. And if you have not already hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss out on new tips and tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.